Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
여기서 내 얘기는 시작된다. 안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 초리TV의 초리입니다. 자, 지난번에 이어서 계속 게임을 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 며칠간 다른 거 하느냐고 접속을 못했더니 뭐를 해야 되는 거였더라. 어서와. 흐바 반가. 오랜만. 그만 나우킹 하느냐고 바빠가지고. 100만 년은 아니다 야. 잠깐만. 뭐 해야 되는 거더라? 올리. 그래, 얘를 찾아서 말해.
By the pound. Do you understand?
연문 옆으로요? 알았어. 야, 며칠 쉬었더니 까먹었다. 뭐 해야 되는지. 밥을 먹으려. 됐어. 인물을 봐야지. 인물. 사사후 연문 옆에 인물이 기사입니다. 사사후. 어서 오세요. 반갑습니다. 원V가 우리 지난번에 같이 KVK 했었지. 원V 사람들 좀 친하지 같이. 톡 줘. 같이 했었어. 잠깐만, 이거 사사후 연못. 아, 이거 빨리 엔딩을 보고 싶다. 예스씨. 사사후가 어디였더라? 야, 오랜만에 하니까 어딘지, 야, 이거 가물가물하다 야. 사사후가 어디야? 사사후. 사사후 연못. 연못이 어디야? 아, 여기? 알았어. 이거 또 딱 클릭하면 이동하기 이런 거 있으면 좋겠다. 옛날 시스템이라. 어? 아유, 잠깐만. 야, 이거 아니야. 예수씨. 말 부르는 게 뭐였지? JP. 야, 말 부르는 게 뭐였지? Q. 아유 씨. 말이 J. 생각이 안 나네. B. J.
Hey, who's that?
J는 임무. 아 말이
What's
뭐였어?
that?
평판이 안 좋아. 잠깐만. 설정. 아 X. 아 X. 이제 기억. 잠깐만. 좋네. 좋아. 마우스 팍팍 올리는 좀 바꿔라. 연못이 어디야? 연못이 이쪽인가? 반대구만. 잠깐만. 연못이 어디야? 내 있는 데가 여기니까 절로 건너가면 안 되고 저쪽으로 가야 되는구나. 오케이. 아유 씨. 헷갈려. 야 헷갈려. 그렇지.
크스미002님 어서오세요.
어서오세요. 반갑습니다. 아 헷갈려. 점프해. 점프. 야 달려라. 으랴. 따그닥. 좋아. 저 연못이 이쪽으로 나가네. 아 여기가 연못이구나. 오케이. 어딨니 얘? 찾아라. 네, 저쪽으로 나오는데? 얘 어딨어? 지나친 걸로 나오는데? 몇 시에 오라고 했지? 시간이 있나? 사서 연못 옆에서 의문의 기사를 만나시오. 시간은 안 적혀있고. 이거 어딨니? 다시 여기 같은데. 사람이 안 보이는데? 한 바퀴 돌아야 되나? 돌아야 될 것 같지? 말 따라와. 어디 있는 거야 얘? 얘가 사사후 연못 같은 것 같은데. 의문의 남자를 만나시오. 오늘이 아닌가? 낚시터인데 여기. 씨. 시간을 흘려보내게 해야 되나? 낚시는 근데 어떻게 하는 거야? 내일 왔어야 되나? 시간이 좀 흘렀어야 되는 건가? 없는데? 시간 흐르기를 해야 되나? 맞다. 아 이제 왔어 이 자식. 아 맞다.
So here I am. What do you have to tell me?
I brought you here because I did not want to cause an alarm at the tavern. I'm very sorry, but you made a mistake coming here alone.
뭐야 싸워야 돼?
And it will be your last.
한판 하자고? 잠깐.
Wait.
You wish to make your peace with God? Very well. But be quick.
뭐야 결투하자고 부르는 거야? 야 상대가 다 나보다 좋아.
I just want to know why you ambushed that wagon.
You make no sense. Did your accomplices not tell you when they sent you after me?
Accomplices? What are you talking about? I'm here on behalf of Sir Radzik Kobila.
Radzikubila? I do not understand.
I was looking for the counterfeit coins, and I still am. I'd heard those men were transporting them in that wagon.
When I saw you with the charcoal burners, I assumed it was they who sent you.
No, definitely not.
Then we have a common aim. I have also been
그럼
pursuing the
동료가 되는
counterfeit
건가? 어떻게 되는 건가?
My name is Ulrich. It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobila, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Mainhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you. But first,
또 뭐를
I
시켜,
need you to
자꾸.
do something for me.
Oh, really?
이것들이 아주 나를 지들
You
시종으로
will
하나
introduce me to a
이것저것
certain
잡일 다
person,
시키고 있어.
and I will tell you everything I've learned.
I don't think I could honestly recommend you as a suitor to any of the ladies I know.
Your wit is as piercing as your blade.
Fine, who is it?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzik, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made. But I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I...
싸싸우.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau. I have some loose ends that must be tied.
What's your name,
형
innit?
아까 말했잖아 임마.
I told you. I am
말했잖아.
Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true, I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
I'd like to know more, but I have a feeling you won't tell me.
Your feeling is correct.
Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
It's a
아싸.
German city, right?
Correct. A city of great wealth, where there are many merchants. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen.
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you.
Yes, he needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Maynard had an armed escort, and they kept 2 busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2, but that bastard Maynard cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Maynard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him.
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhart?
He is dead, of course.
I know, but what did you do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But I am not one to leave Christian remains rotting in the woods.
I see. And where's his grave?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
일치갱신됐네.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
됐고. 그러면 파사우 토피아스 페이퍼에게는 토피아스 페이퍼가 어디더라? 어디 있는 거야? 이거 야씨. 라타이를 가야 되네. 도시를 가야 되네. 라타이. 라타이로 가야 된다고? 수석 기술자가 누구야? 에이. 여기도 어차피 라타이네. 오케이. 빠른 이동을 하자. 귀찮으니까. 가기 전에 여기를 들려가야 돼. 느려. 딱 도착해가지고 한숨을 딱 자고 아침에 가서 만나서 해결하는 거야. 이제 진행도가 어느 정도인 건가? 저 정도 왔으면. 자, 늦었으니까 한숨 자고. 문을 닫고 다닌다. 테레사 아주 자고 있네. 나도 자야지. 여덟 시까지 자야 돼. 야, 아직도 자고 있네? 늦게 일어나는구나. 얘네. 일어나. 테레사, 그만 일어나.
No.
아, 왜 몇 시까지 자려고?
No.
자식아.
Let me sleep.
자식아. 비 오나? 아, 비 오네. 헤이, 아저씨. 일찍 일어나네, 아저씨.
야,
때려. 달려. 잠깐만, 여기를 훔쳐야 되는데. 목욕탕 털어야 되는데, 언제 털지? 불을 열심히 나르는구만. 좋아. 오.
God be with you.
How does life in Rat Eye suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in. But then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
I'm not done with you yet.
What do you want? Didn't you get what you wanted last time? You want to beat the soul out of my body, do you? Well, we'll see. This time.
뭐야?
I want nothing from you.
See you later.
잠깐만, 이 사람은 어디 있는 거지? 이 안에 있구나. 어? 월트경.
God bless you.
언제
What troubles
연락했어?
you?
later.
다시 올라가네. 저쪽이 공간이야?
You!
알았어. 나갈 거야.
보즈할라님 어서
Something you're
오세요.
looking for here? What the hell was that?
여기 있다.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Fayfar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
어서
Sir
오세요.
Radzig may make light of it,
반갑습니다.
but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is
네.
guarding the Skullets mines.
오랜만에
The
봬요.
most likely source.
여기까지
You
진행
really think
중입니다.
someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the
은
smelter
찾고
and the
있어요.
waterworks.
위조범.
See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
아이고, 못 읽었다.
Is that the yard next to the Scallots Mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
네. 단연의 일격 할만 좀 할 수 있어요.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one.
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one Scallots miner that someone may have found something there and didn't report it.
I knew it. That bastard Namoy and his cronies. Christ above. I want the lot of them clapped in irons.
The lot of them? How many are there? A dozen? 2 dozen? How am I to arrest them all?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to take Nemoy. He's a serpent leading the others on the path of evil.
So I should look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I find Nemoy, I should bring him to you in irons.
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake. Those people will be capable of anything if cornered, even murder.
That's all clear. I'll get going.
God be with you.
다른 데가도.
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
뭐야, 목표가
Close
왜
to
이렇게 많아?
Rovner, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
닥트엑시스리님 어서 오세요.
어서 오세요. 반갑습니다.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which sadly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take
Sasso.
counsel with Sir Radzi and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. May the Lord watch
끝인가?
with you.
How does life in Rat...
I suppose it was
Did you find out what actually...
folks say it was an...
다른 대화는 다 이상 안 나오네.
God be with you.
어우씨, 가야 될 게 너무 많아. 누구 죽여요? 누구요? 어떤 사람? 불이 차는 얘가 메인이네. 율리와드와 어디서 수은을 얻는지 알아내시오. 이 범인을 찾아야 되는구나. 사사후 다시 가야 되네. 야이씨. 방향을 별로 이렇게 가면 되는데 이렇게 자동 이동할까? 알려주면 돼.
야.
데이트하고 가야 되는데 앉아있다. 좋아. 만나고 가야지. 여자친구.
I've got something for you. I hope
나만
you
왜
won't
이렇게
need them,
줘?
but just in case.
Thank you.
뭐 주나 또 이번엔? 붕대? 산책이나
Wouldn't you like to
갈까?
take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
좋대. 싫어, 바쁜데. 싫다 할 줄 알았는데.
Henry, let's play a game.
What game?
A guessing game. I have something with me today, and you have to guess what it is.
All right. You'll have to give me a clue, though.
Fair enough. Here's a clue for you. It's something you'd find in a tavern.
맥주.
Is it beer?
Oh, I made it too easy for you,
맞췄어?
didn't I?
So it is beer. Let's be having it then.
Wait, that's not all. Since you guessed right, as a reward, you
보상?
can choose.
좋아, 좋아.
Either I'll give you the beer, or I'll reveal one piece of family wisdom our grandfather used to tell us.
Tough choice. All right, I'll take the wisdom.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Really, really ready?
Don't leave me in suspense. Tell me.
Right. Listen carefully. This is the wisdom of our family, passed down from generation to generation. When someone offers you free beer, take it.
어이가 없다.
Well, that's it. All right, you got me. I admit it. Nice one.
At least next time you will be wiser. Anyway, that's all
얘네
the
사랑
wisdom
또
I
언제
have for
해?
you
그때
today.
이후로는 안 하네.
It's time me
사랑은.
and my beer headed for home.
깜짝 놀랐는데
Will you
갑자기.
accompany us?
Well, naturally, I couldn't leave such a pretty pair to go alone.
끝이야? 이런 씨.
Home already. See you another time then.
안장. 다음에 사야지. 나 갔다 올게. 잘 있어라.
Yeah.
여기에서 방향이 틀린 것 같은데 이쪽으로 가야 되나? 잠깐만. 이쪽 막혔다. 한 번 더 건너서 이쪽으로 가야 되는구나.
Yeah.
이쪽 길. 경치 좋아. 경치가 좋아. 시골길. 우리나라 시골 학별 차이 없는 것 같아. 경치는. 맞게 가냐? 여기로 가야 되는데? 여기로 가야 되는데. 이렇게 계속 가야 되는데. 길 어딨어?
Yeah.
나무도 소나무 있고 똑같아. 체코나 우리나라나 비슷하구만. 응? 야영지가 있네 여기. 뭐야? 깡패야?
Hey, you bastard! What are you
Oh,
doing
놈이야.
creeping around
많다.
here? We have had all sorts of vermin here lately.
갈래 그냥.
Robbing, raping, and killing. But not
너무
anymore.
많아.
Now
귀찮아.
you've got
갈래.
us to deal with.
안돼.
Blood will be spilled.
다음에 잡아줄게. 얘 너무 많다.
Yeah.
기사를 잡아야 돈벌이가 있지. 쟤들 잡아봤자 좋은 것도 안 나와. 임무 가고 있어요. 사사우 가는 중에 사사우. 여기로 들어가. 여기로 갔어야 되는데. 산으로 가자. 맞게 가는 거 맞지? 아 이거 방향성을 맞게 가는 거야. 방향성이 방향이 맞는지를 모르겠어요. 산으로 가는데 내려가야지. 길 아니야? 길 아니야. 아니야. 좀만 더 가면 나갈 수 있어. 됐다. 여기 있다. 길 같은데. 쭉쭉쭉 여기로 쭉 가면 넘어가는 게 있겠지?
야! 야!
넘어가는 게 있던가? 있겠지? 또 도둑놈들이네. 얘는 병사들인데? 아직이요. 그건 아직 안 했어요. 나이팅게일 잡기. 앞에 가는 거 같네. 아이씨. 야, 왜 다시 돌아갔어? 아이씨, 절로 가야 되는데. 삥 들어가 여기로 들어가고 있네. 여기로 가야 되는데. 빠른 이동하자. 귀찮다. 뭐야, 됐어. 귀찮아. 임무 여기네. 찾고 미적방을 따라내고 율리오와 대화하기. 율리오는 주막에 가면 되고 대장장에 가야 되는데 대장장의 집이 저희가
Ever good enough for him. Always turning his nose up at everything else.
동네 평판이 안 좋아.
Still tastes good.
꺼지라고 하지 않아?
Beat it.
됐어. 귀찮아. 돈 달라고 해. 돈만 뜯겨. 여기 소매치기를 너무 많이 했더니 평판이 안 좋아. 살인도 하고 여기서. 술집이. 아, 술집이 여기는. 꺼지라고
Get out of here.
아이씨. 알아낼 수가 없네.
What is he?
여기가 대장, 여기 둘 중에 하나 대장장의 집인데? 어디지? 여기다, 여기. 어디 갔어, 이 아저씨?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
얘 아니네.
About that sword.
Yeah.
얘 말고 왼쪽에 또 있었나? 두 개네.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the
수동원
copper.
장인 마당에 있는 자크?
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmith?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
갑옷장인?
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
He's got a nerve coming back here.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. Thank you.
Do you pull teeth?
Oh, it doesn't give me any pleasure, but someone has to do it.
도글라스님 어서 오세요.
Oh, I have a customer here.
Bring him in. I'll go and get my pliers. Sure. Farewell.
뭐야? 끝이야? 좋다. 자크, 얘가 아까 자크 아니야? 맞지? 아니네, 핑크네. 여기 대장장인가 이게 두 개가 아닌가 보네. 이게 맞나 보네. 여기도 대장장인데. 응? 아까 저 집 아니야? 문이 두 개였었구나. 깜짝이야. 씨. 앞에 놨구나. 잠깐만. 여기도 있어?
You're all we need, right?
수원 옆에 대장장이라고 하는 것 같은데. 여기는 얘는가? 얘는 아니야. 안쪽으로 가야 되나 보다.
What's that? What are you doing here?
얘는 아닌데?
Beat it.
저리 가래. 에이 씨발. 형판이 안 좋아. 됐어 그럼. 대장간이 하나 또 어딨어? 여기 있어? 여기다 밥 먹자. 넌 뭐하는 애야? 유지기? 야, 아니네.
Magical ointments, protective amulets, love potions and talismans to give you the luck.
Carrots will make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry, and garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
얘네도 아니네. 뭐였지? 이쪽 대장장인 아닌가? 아이씨. 좀 더 이쪽으로 가야 되나? 건너가야 돼. 아, 교회 가서 현금 해야 된다고요? 현금 기부를 해야 되겠네. 이거 어디지? 아이씨, 어디지? 나이팅게 손에 드는지 아 여기 일단 주 퀘스트부터 빨리
Biofish with her best fishy thighs and fishy breasts.
아까 왔던데 이제 개시고 없네. 어디 있지? 아이씨. 일단 저희 여관을 갔다 오자.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all
이진어
gone.
밑줄 이천님
Well, that's
어서
something to follow
오세요.
up as well. Thanks.
어서 오세요. 반갑습니다. 아, 여기 같이 있네. 바로 옆에 있네요. 상인 여기 있네.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git. To good neighbours.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed.
Here.
Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
돈을 와서 사야 되겠네요. 좋아요.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
What's going on there?
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
몸을 쥐고 선수집 생활 2 싸구려 와인 설명한 게 없는데 몸을 쥐도는 쌀까 선술집하고 사줄까?
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
I'd like a beer.
What about this?
You won't convince me with that.
얼마 달라고? 어우 엄청 많이 깎았다. 280. 와 아주 열받았는데 75.
See now,
I knew we'd come to an agreement.
야 어디가? 야 주사위는 이게 또 왜 그래? 저 자식.
You call that?
너 왜 나한테 까부니 또 넌?
I'll fillet you.
The
asswurf.
자식아 맞아라 이 자식아. 자식아 네 킥이다 이 자식아. 연락 네 킥이다 이 자식아. 뭐야?
Not so brave now, are you, young?
아 윤리 또 왜? 항복. 하지 마요. 도망가 빨리. 저 아저씨 왜 또 나한테 같이 덤비는 거야? 평판이 안 좋아. 멈췄다. 잠깐만 나 죽겠다 이러다. 잠깐만 이러면 안 되지. 말을 불러. 나 죽어. 안돼. 야 항복하기도 없네. 아이씨.
Yeah, yeah. You got me. Clear off there. Leave me be.
떠나래. 잠깐 이 피를 어디에서 하지? 여관 가야 되나? 아 자면 되나? 잠깐만 내려 빨리. 아 피나잖아. 아이씨 풀. 차사우가 안 좋아. 나랑 안 맞아. 한숨 자서 체력을.
응?
체력 회복을 해야 되겠다. 죽었다. 아하, 보물지도 공략이 있어요? 감사합니다. 봐야 되겠네. 잖아. 목욕탕을 가야 되나? 네네. 몇 시야 지금? 새벽인데 밖에 없는데. 책을 읽자. 보물지도 3. 안 보여. 안 보여. 안 보여. 아침까지 읽어요. 도공부에 8시까지 읽어라. 좋아.
아나더튜브 뷰어님 어서오세요.
어서오세요. 반갑습니다. 새로운 포획. 좋아. 금욕. 불면증. 이거 할까? 시민. 야만이. 힘이 마이너스 말빨. 앙페이던 거. 같은 건 사용할 수 없대. 짐승부야. 움직이지 않고 가만히 있는 피로도와 허기가 변하지 않습니다. 얘는 좋다. 이거 일단 배워 얘는. 그리고 자세. 정찰병 배우자. 좋아. 나가서 자, 조사하러 가자. 아까 2키 눌러가지고 소매치기로 잘못 인식됐나 보다. 그러니까 덤볐지. 2키 막 누르면 안 되겠네. 난 대화하려고 누른 건데. 자, 일단 수도원으로 가. 수도원.
야.
수도원이 이 새끼 내려. 여기 있어. 감독관이니? 수사. 이제 수사야? 수사 말고. 있다. 이제 말하게 되네.
I am at
감독관하고.
your service, Sir Knight.
기사가 됐어 인젠 얘가?
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
조수?
Fine, thank you.
으이씨.
Farewell.
조수 어디 갔어 이 자식? 그냥 수사하고.
Farewell.
여기 있다. 석공?
I'm honored that a knight is a...
Did you see the accident that happened here?
I didn't see it. I was down at the bottom and I heard something rumble and then screams. I ran up and helped to carry him out.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
When they left, there was a terrible stench. We're being punished for digging up that skull. Farewell.
석공밖에 없어. 석공이고. 아니고 이들은 아니야. 얘도 석공이고 이거 아니야.
What's going on there? You!
말들이
Stop
많아.
right where you are.
아니야.
Hey, you!
아 왜 또 아무것도 안 했는데. 아 진짜.
You've been making trouble and beating people up. We don't put up with that around here.
아까 팬거.
You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That would land
아또
you a
돈
fat
뜯어가네
fine.
이것들. 잠깐만. 잘 말해봐. 내가 높은 게 이것밖에 없네. 날 방해하지 마.
Are you pulling my pizzle? Don't you know who I am? You better
Oh,
watch your
I
step,
never.
or I'll make things so hot for you, you'll be lucky to get a job slopping out piss pots.
What's your game, boy? I'm not going to swallow that one.
Hey,
Damn it. Here's your coin then.
You've put yourself before the law. But I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that.
싸워서 죽여버릴 거. 죽여버릴 거. 여긴 뭐 하는 데더라? 못 들어가네. 내가 벌써 털은 데고. 그 뭐지? 이 안에 못 들어가나? 니네 보조 어디 갔어? 보조.
May the Lord watch over you.
어디 갔지? 아니 아니고 2층이었나? 뭐야 이 돼지 새끼. 잠겨있네. 조수 여기 있다. 말하지. 말하기.
God be with you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon, directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
God be with you.
Look out.
언덕이 어딜까? 여기?
야!
더 가야 되네. 좀 더 어디로 가라는 게 아이씨 없는데. 여기 있어. 여기? 여기. 아이씨. 이거 있다. 아이고 가랜데. 잠깐만. 동굴 있다. 입구가 어디야? 사과나무가 어떤 거야? 사과나무가 이거야? 이거 아닌 것 같은데. 여긴가? 근처인데 어떤 게 사과나무야? 여기 있다. 아, 여기 뭐 있네. 여기 뭐 있다. 칼끈이라.
I'm so hungry I can eat my boots.
말하기.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapita ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. No. I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
뭐야? 어우, 높아.
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that. That's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapita?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. I don't know who.
라포타.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rappator's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me 12 groschen. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
떠났어? 열어라.
아.
응? 있네? 아이씨, 열면 안 되겠다.
Look out.
있네. 여기서 뭐야? 끝이야? 다시 내려가야 되네? 페이파 선생, 페이파 선생 해볼까? 이 집을 가야 되네, 이 집을. 여기 여관인데? 이 전체를 찾는 건데. 에이씨. 뭔가분들을 다 뒤져야 되나? 얘를 죽일까?
패스트댐님 어서오세요.
어서오세요. 반갑습니다. 연금술 약초는 별로 안 올랐어요.
야.
이 대장장이가 또 어디 있는 거야? 대장장이 찾아야 되겠네.
야.
단서를 찾아야 돼. 아래 가봐야 돼. 노관을 갔다가 다시 가자.
Hey, who's there?
God almighty. Here again.
꺼져.
Get out of here.
이쪽으로 가자. 있구나. 연금 약초. 알겠어요. 목욕탕인가? 목욕탕에서 치료 좀 해야 되겠다. 마당 어디 갔어, 마당? 첫째 있는 거. 목욕탕 아닌가?
야!
아, 이거 다시 물어보자. 아이씨.
So, from the beginning. The sun sets out. I'm at your service tonight.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
자크.
Zach from the monastery
수원 장인
craftsman's yard
마당에서 온
has bought out all the copper.
What can you tell me about the...
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Rabstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach
어디
accepted,
가서 만날 수
and they've been arguing.
어디 있는 거야? 자꾸 오타를 찾아야 될 것 같은데.
That will be all. Thank you.
Goodbye.
자크 오타를 어디 가서 찾아야 돼? 얘가 뭔 상이 있니? 넌 이름이 뭐야? 여기 사는 핑크 도검 무기
As if we hadn't enough trouble.
얘 누구야? 아 여기가 여관이구나.
You?
치료 좀 하고 가자.
Go away! I want nothing to do with
돈
you.
줘야 되겠네. 뭐야? 왜 이렇게 많이 줘야 돼? 아이씨.
I'm interested in your services.
So what are you interested in?
목욕과 의복 세탁, 상처 치료와 목욕 세탁.
I'll certainly need a physician to treat my wounds. Then a hot bath and laundering my clothes.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
I'm not giving you that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
Are we agreed?
You're a right pinch purse. You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it.
갑자기 졸려오지 왜? 수도원 옆에 달려있어.
He here again?
얘도 아니고.
Come get them.
It's hard to resist. You'll not find better meat anywhere.
얘가 옳다구나.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
옆에는 장인.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town, there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery, there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
수도원 옆마당에 있는 경우.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman, which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
That'll be all.
수도원이 아까 저희가 수도원인가 보지? 절로 가야 되나? 훈련을 뭐 할 수 있는 거야?
Can you show me how to repair armor and weapons better?
Are you pulling my pizzle? You want me to teach you after what you did here? Bye.
아이 또 가르쳐. 평판이 안 좋아. 평판을 올려야 돼. 교회. 저희는 교회지. 수도원 아까 저희가 수도원인데. 아이씨. 교회 갔다 가자. 수도원 옆에 작은 마당 자. 얘가 오탄마다.
He's got a nerve coming back here. I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Is there anything interesting going on here?
It's so peaceful. Yeah.
Get out of here! The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
얘랑 말하라고 있는 거지? 아이씨.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Take care now. May the Lord watch over you.
Look out!
비켜. 자, 지나가게. 비키란 말이야. 여기는 교회지.
Hey!
누구야?
What? Show yourself!
할 수 없대.
What was that?
What? 궁금해야 돼.
You've no business here. Clear off.
궁금하기가 안 되네.
Come on.
와, 현금하기가 엄청 많이 내야 돼.
Help! Over there!
아, 뭐야, 나 훔치기 뭐 했니? 아, 또 씨, 벌금 내게 생겼네. 14661을 내야 되는구나. 돈이 없는데. 또 훔치기 눌렀어. 이 눌러가지고. 아씨. 도망가자 빨리. 아, 또 왔어. 도망가. 도망가. 살려줘. 아니야. 말아, 일로 와. 말아. 돈 없어. 빨리 일로 와. 그렇지. 도망가. 집세게 도망가. 아이, 진짜. 어디로 가는 거야 지금? 어디로 가니? 근데 저쪽 들어가서 또 못 내려갈 것 같은데. 서서 걸어가자. 안 따라올 걸. 따라오나? 응? 어디 갔어, 이 아저씨?
God, he's back again.
아, 이거 따라왔네 이것들 여기까지. 죽일까? 아씨, 항복해야 되네.
Ah, Kurva! Enough! You got me! Leave me!
말이 안 되네. 말하기가 왜 안 떠니?
What are you playing at with that weapon?
무기 들고 있어서 그래? 알았어. 됐다.
Jesus, what do you want from me now?
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood
원석
and stone
보관실에
as well as
구리가
metal.
있다고요?
Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
아, 수두원 대장장 대장간 옆 원석 보관실. 아, 아직 안 봤어요. 저기 봐야 되겠구나.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Bye.
얘가 어디야?
What was that? Looking for something around here.
Damn.
있다. 아니 아니네. 아씨. 제롬이 누구야? 원석 보관실이 어디가 원석 보관실이에요? 여긴가? 지하로 내려가는 게 있어? 아니 못 내려가. 들어가고 싶은데. 어디야? 이런 데가 있네. 동굴에 있는 거를 이거 왜 끄는 거야? 버려. 버리기가 뭐더라? 버리기가 안 되네? 주웠더니 뭐야 여기 아무것도 없잖아. 술꾼의 행운. 네, 없어요. 또 내려가는 게 있네. 뭐네, 정체. 또 있다. 아무것도 없어. 씨. 뭐야 이거? 괜히 하네. 얘가 뭐 하는데 여기 있어. 갈 수 있는 데가 없네. 끝이네. 아, 20렙까지 언제 키우지? 야, 이게 근데 수도원 옆에 있는 장인이 어딨어? 아이씨, 어디 살아 이 자식. 수도원 옆에 장인이 어디 있는 거야 이 자식. 딱이요. 들어가. 저장. 이 시간. 아, 수도원 정문과 수도원 소목장 옆에. 아, 좀 다시 나가. 정문이 저기지. 어디야? 아이씨. 아, 여기다. 회전수돌 있는데 여긴가 보다. 방아집 여기네. 여기 맞죠? 주겁자 여기다. 여기. 아, 여기였네. 저기였네. 한참 잘.
야.
이 집인가? 여긴가? 여기 아닌데? 아, 여기 아니잖아. 아, 헷갈려. 오고도 좀 헷갈리는데. 바로 옆에 있었네. 그렇죠. 아, 저 집이었다. 어? 저 집이었다고? 아닌데? 여관 아니야 여기? 여관인데? 아, 이 집 아닌데? 아이씨, 어디냐? 여관 옆집이네? 집 맞네? 이게 다 열었던 건데. 스톨 어딨어, 스톨? 아, 여기 아닌가 봐. 이거 아닌데. 북쪽? 여긴가? 갑시다. 여긴가? 아, 여긴데? 아, 숫돌 가는 집이 어디 있었지? 아, 이거는 아닌데. 영탕 주인. 아, 세공장에는 여기 있었구나. 여기도 있었는데 아까? 여기 있다. 아, 이쪽인데. 아, 이쪽. 넘어왔다. 아, 이거 찾기가 너무 힘들어.
Yeah.
아 여기다. 아 여기 이 집이네. 얘 어딨어? 볼까? 얘 어디 갔어 근데? 열어봐. 근데 얘 어디 갔지? 아씨 사람이 없다. 사람이 없네. 이 자식 어디 갔어? 에이씨.
Hey, who's there? What's that?
아 또 도망가. 이따가 다시 오고 여기 가자. 여관. 아유 아니 여긴 갔었고.
What's he doing here?
얘 대장장의.
Jam! Stay
대장.
away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
자크다.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you'd best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmiths' copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Aha. What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair-handed everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old, and too proud to admit it.
뭐야 정보가 없네.
So back to that copper, now.
What?
정보를 못 알아낸 건가?
Aha.
The swordsmith from the town said he was after the piece.
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance. I still have mine on me.
Not even.
Not even for a king's run. Bye-bye.
여기 가야지. 아니지 여기 가야지. 목욕탕 주인 세공자님.
Hey, you there.
Looking for something around here?
Are you gonna hang around here
As
gaping
if
like
we
a...
hadn't enough trouble without this.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
목탕 주인 어디 갔냐?
What are you staring at?
네가
You want
주인이야?
The boss
something
of
from
a
me,
paying
do you?
guest.
Mother
Not
of
idle,
God.
but nothing better to do.
야, 손님 많다 목탕에. 장사했네. 주인 어디 갔냐 근데? 주인 아줌마 어디 갔어?
Hey.
Hmm?
What are you staring at? The baths are for
Taking
paying
a-
guests, not idlers with nothing better to do.
아씨.
What was that?
밤인가? 너무 밤인가? 밤한 치가 안 됐는데. 지를 갔다 와야 되겠다. 그래.
You! Stop right where you are.
아씨.
You there!
아 이거 어쩔 수 없네.
committed
한국해야 되네.
All right,
한국, 한국.
you in.
돈
Now I'll
또 줘야
teach
돼.
you what clear off means. Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
원석 보관 중 하루 기준. 하루 기준 화실로가.
Who's there?
하루 기준
What's going on there?
왼쪽에 소목장 입구. 닫힌 문. 잠깐만 이거. 이거 날 방해하지 마. 가능성 있다. 뭐야? 항복.
You've been lurking around where you don't belong and ignoring warnings. Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
Enough! What impertinence is this? Do you really want me to lose my temper?
But I was just... You misunderstood me.
뭐야 이렇게?
Sorry. You can go.
됐다. 돈 안 내도 되고. 느꼈어. 이 밤이라 다 닫았지. 에이씨. 못 만난다 이놈. 이거 어디야? 이리로 가봐. 있잖아.
Good to see you, neighbor.
로딩. 날만 로딩이 오래 걸려. 로딩 게임이야, 로딩 게임. 세공장이 있지? 문 닫았겠지? 여기 세공장인이 있었어. 어느 집 세공일까?
Greetings.
Greetings.
있는 집? 빵집인데? 세공인가 이게? 지금 문 다 닫았다. 다시 와야 되겠네. 여관 갔다가 아이씨.
Coming? What's he doing here?
참. 얘도 참. 안 되겠다. 여관 가서 자고 낮에 다시 와야 되겠다. 밥 먹고 해야 되겠다.
You're all we need. Ow! Watch where you're going, you lout! You nearly killed me!
죽일 뻔했다. 빠다모였어? 없어해 또. 아이고, 자고 밥 먹고 있다 하자. 피곤해. 피곤하지 오늘. 집중이 안 되네.
야.
Hey! Who's there? What's going on there? Who's there?
The answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. You're dead.
뭐야 또? 왜 또? 나와 이 자식아. 또 왜 자꾸 나한테 덤비는 거야? 못 터지려고. 왜 그래 이거 이놈. 죽었냐? 닫아 씨. 너 여기 가둬놓겠어 이 자식. 챙기기. 우와 이 돈 많네. 부자네.
Hey, who's there?
다 바뀌어 이 자식. 애들 자 너.
Well, I never.
쟤 웃긴 놈이네. 야 나가지 마. 너 못 나가. 여기 살아. 난 잘 테니까 지켜라. 한 시간만 자고.
Hey.
나갔나 얘? 나갔네. 이따가 다시 할게요. 여기까지 하겠습니다. 이따 다시 오겠습니다. 고맙습니다.